Uganda jete Office of the Prime Minister nekitongole ky'amahanga geteraine kya United Nations High Commission for Refugees abokuba kirikima habitongole ebikora omunkambi ya Kyakatu eyensuhuki hawe milimetari munemo kandi bongera bagaruka abakwataniza na host community na host district government yebicweka okurora anti nibahanura kandi no kwikiriza emo hari ege mirimo ibasemeye kwa bakora nendagano nko kuyizire gamba anti borabo tayire omunsuhuki leka nabantu aba bajya kuri haihinde nsuhuki rundi government egyo kubungisize rundi ekuraza ensuhuki naye goboremu nico kuro bitongole nkabinu hamutwe omukuru okwataniza na government yebicweke ya Kyegegwa habwe milimetari ye munemo okurana bayambaho kwegesa okujigombya no kole milimetari ye munemo mu departments estalizimo na zimwe yebyamaka yebyenyegesa ebyabana abafumbo hona baliyo abokuroro buhereza nebugenda mu maiso na bwecha kaira kahate abakuru bamazira kubana bahika mu studios habwa Britop FM chero cy'abantu nenyewe chairman na Terwa Karoro nja kuba ninkuyunga anabagenya banyine mu studios okuroga mu kitongole cya Alight na government yabicweka ya Kyegegwa kandi mpaka haturamarira nayo cyane gukora ka radio kareke mu 98.0 adena kasumbu kahika naitwija kuba ntuhanura hamo naiwe okusigikira mutwe oguturaba tuhanuireho abakirokino kirize nsobole kuba ninkingura imizindaro abo abagenya banyine jatankano mkoranya kuri inda middle abanze atoyanjure then the microphones are move then abandi babanze for just introduction their name and then habarugire na department ibakoramo then we shall get back and kumwanjure omutwe no kutoa brief background about Alight. You're most welcome.
Thank you. My name is Isaac Adroamabe. I'm a clinical psychologist working with Alight in Kyakatu. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Another guest.
Greetings to my people. My name is Betty Charity, a counselor. Okay, no mental health.
So most welcome, Councillor.
I thank the presenter to receive us in this video. A warm greetings to all people who can spell my name. My name is of Kapule Mohammed. Work as a case worker in community-based protection.
Okay, you're most welcome. Ningira amurizo burungi endime tujja kubantu tabura okorora itoyena twasobora kuba antugoboramo omuntekanize ya kirokeno omgenye onde anyakula mukono gwa oburyo anayira mucyaba hulirize
atatererwa karuru amabara kaburicyo abori Nyakabwa Agustini, Senior Probation and Social Welfare Officer. Omuntu akujunanizibwa abana amaka abantu kokubali kandi turese hari I'm also a psychologist. We do a technical probation officer.
Okay, webale muno aboli okwija mu studios kandi no kujwekera government ebicweka ya Kyegegwa. Leka mzindaro tugareyo mukuru asobole kuba nayanjura umutwe ogwa kirokeno ngira olulimi oba lero tujagendera haho tujagenderaho counselor. Okay.
Thank you. I said I'm Isaac. I work with Alight as a clinical psychologist. Alight is an international organization that works with the refugees. And here in Kyegegwa district, Chaka, Alight is in charge of the organization in charge of general protection. And it has departments such as child protection to deal with the issues of children, gender-based violence to address issues between families, husbands and wives, and issues of there's also Department of Livelihood that deals with the welfare of people when it comes to issues of how to survive. And then we have community-based protection that deals with how people can be settled, for instance, provision of things like shelter and so on, and then also peaceful coexistence in the communities. And then we have the mental health, a department that deals with mental illnesses or mental challenges. And here we are tonight. We have come to talk to people of Chegegwa and those in the neighboring districts about emotional attachment between parents and their children. If there is this bond between parents and children, their children, what happens? And if it is not there, what happens? That is actually the major issue for which we have come to. We are going to have a bit of translation.
Okay, thank you so much, Bwana Isaac. There's someone who is doing translation directly.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought after you have presented. Okay.
Okay, then
it's okay. He can translate as long as we fit in the time. Yeah.
We are going to have a translation in Swahili so that our people out there in the community can receive the message. Yeah.
Okay, asante.
Karibu. Tunazungumzia kuhusu shirika Alight, huduma ambazo Alight ina kwa watu tofauti, si kwa wakimbizi peke yake, labda pia na kwa watu ambayo wananchi ambayo waliotokea. Tumesikia huduma za uchumba, huduma ambazo zinahusika na ulinzi wa watoto, ambazo zinahusika na afya, ambayo zinahusika na usalama wa jamii kwa kijumla. Leo tunaenda kuzungumzia kuhusu ushikamano wa mtoto pamoja na mzazi.
So the question is, what is emotional attachment? By emotional attachment, we mean that bond between a child and a caregiver. A caregiver here, naturally, we mean parents, mothers, fathers, but sometimes a caregiver can be different. Maybe a housemaid, maybe an aunt with whom a child grows.
Leo tumekuwa na swali ambayo ni mshikamano ni nini? Sahihi kwa mtoto, mshikamano wa mtoto au kifungo kia mtoto kia kihisia ni nini?
Ndio.
So how do children normally portray that they're emotionally attached to their parents or their caregivers? They do this through the following behaviors. One is sucking, when children do suckling of breast.
Yes.
That is a very clear sign that they are emotionally attached to their mother. You even see a child looking at the eyes of the mother while suckling
directly.
That's the sign of
touching at the cheek.
Exactly. And then we have what is called clinging. Is where a child wants to be very close to the child, to the mother, for instance, when holding their hands, holding the clothes, doesn't want to separate with the mother.
Okay.
Or the father also, because when we talk about naturally it is mothers, but fathers also come in. And then following a parent or a caregiver. Maybe you have been with a child, you want to go to work, the child follows you. That's a sign that the child is emotionally attached to you. Then crying. You want to maybe pick something, the child cries, feeling that maybe a caregiver is getting separated from him or from her. And then lastly is smiling. These are the behaviors that show that a child is emotionally attached.
Ni namna gani tunaweza kujua au kuona uhusiano au mshikamano ya mtoto na mzazi kwa hali ya kihisia? Mfano wa kwanza ni wakati mtoto anaponyonya. Wakati mtoto anaponyonya, sahihi kabisa inaonesha hiyo ni mfano wa kihisia wa mtoto na mama. Ndio kwa maana mtoto anaponyonya unamwona mtoto anatazama mama machoni. Kwenye macho anamtazama, mara nyingi anamguza kwenye machafu. Hiyo inaonesha uhusiano ya mtoto na mama ya kihisia. Alafu alama nyingine ya pili ni mtoto kung'ang'ana kwenye mzazi au kwenye mama. Kwa mfano, mama akiwa anaenda kusafiri, mtoto anamlilia mama au baba, hataki kumwachilia. Hiyo ni mfano pia ambaye inaonesha hali ya kihisia ya mtoto kwenye mama au kwenye mzazi. Alafu aina pia ya pili ni mtoto kutaka kumfuata mama yake. Kuna hii kung'ang'ana, mtoto ni kumbana mama yake. Inatofautika
baba yake.
Inatofautika na kung'ang'ana. Kung'ang'ana ni mtoto kumkamata au mama yake nguo au baba yake nguo, hata kumwacha. Alafu kumfuata pia ni nyingine, haifanani na kung'ang'ana. Kumfuata mtoto kila mara baba au mama akitaka kusafiri, mtoto hulia sana, anataka kumfuata.
Ndio, asante kule.
So we psychologists, we know that when you have an early emotional attachment to your child as a caregiver or as a parent, this has a significant effect on the child's emotional development, even in adult relationships.
Sisi wa saikolojia mara nyingi sisi pia tunahusika na mvuto wa mtoto kwenye kihisia.
So for a child to grow up mentally well and to have a good relationship,
mtoto kukomea vizuri kiakili na kukuwa na uhusiano bora na mzazi,
a child needs that warm response from a caregiver.
Mtoto anahitaji huo mvuto au ukubaliano au ushirikiano wa mlinzi au mama pamoja na mtoto.
That emotional closeness should be there.
Hiyo uhusiano ya kihisia inabidi iwepo.
When a child receives this warmth, you find that a child grows emotionally, steadily, and is able to handle stress.
Makati huo muhusiano unakuwapo wa mzazi na mtoto wa kihisia, inamsababisha mtoto kukomea vizuri.
If this does not happen, you find that when the child grows up and is an adult, will have certain negative effects.
Makati hii muhusiano ya kihisia ya mzazi au mlinzi kwenye mtoto haikuwepo, hiyo inasababisha mtoto kukomaa ana hali ambazo si za kibinadamu.
So we now want to look at the styles or the types of attachment, emotional attachment, which are there.
Tunaenda sasa kuona mifano au aina za ushikiano au karibiano wa hisia.
One thing we need to know before we go to the types is that a child's attachment to the caregiver or to the parent does not depend on the food that you give. It depends on the relationship, the emotional feeling that a child gets from you.
Kitu ya kwanza sahihi ambayo tunapaswa kujua ni eti mtoto uhusiano wa kihisia na mzazi haipati tu kwa kumpa chakula.
So,
lakini uhusiano ya baba na mtoto au mzazi na mtoto ni ile upendo au ushirikiano wa kihisia ambayo unampa mtoto, lakini si tu kwa chakula.
So the first type of emotional attachment is called secure attachment.
Aina ya kwanza sahihi au maalum ni mshirikiano ambayo
emotional attachment.
Mshirikiano
secure attachment.
Mshirikiano ya ulinzi.
It is where an infant or a child feels secure and more self-confident in the presence of a parent or a caregiver.
Hapa ndipo ambapo namkuta mtoto anajisikia kuwa na ulinzi kwa baba yake au kwa mzazi.
The child sees you as a base of security from which the child can begin to explore the world.
Mtoto anamuona mzazi kuwa mwanzo wake kabisa wa ulinzi na nguvu ambaye namletea kutambulika kabisa dunia nzima.
We have ever seen children when after circling the breast of the mother begins to play with other children, will first hold the dress of the mother and then begins to touch another child to play, you know? That is a sign that the mother is a secure base of attachment.
Tumewahi kuwaona watoto makati wameshamaliza kunyonya, akitaka kuwachezesha watoto wenzi yake, kusikilia nguo ya mama yake, alafu akinyosha mkono moja, ile mkono ikishika mama yake, akicheza na watoto wenzake. Hiyo tayari namaanisha eti mama huyu ndiyo msingi kabisa wa ulinzi wa mtoto.
So, a child who has this secure attachment will feel distressed when the mother or the father or the caregiver leaves, for instance, to go to work or to go to the market.
Mtoto ambayo ana msingi wa ulinzi kutoka kwa mama yake au mlindaji au mlezi, atajisikia kukosa amani, kuwa na usumbufu, msongo wa mafikiri makati mlindaji au mlezi au mama yake amesafiri kwenye kazi.
And when such a parent comes back or a caregiver comes back, you find that the child runs to the caregiver to look for comfort, to begin interaction, and, you know, wants to be cuddled, wants to be touched, held warmly.
Ndio kwa maana mara nyingi mzazi au mlezi akiwa anarejea kutoka kazini, mtoto mkimbilia, kumshangilia, kumpokea, kwa sababu anajisikia ya kwamba nguvu zake za ulinzi zimerejea, na mara nyingi hutaka kumbeba kwa sababu anajisikia nguvu za ulinzi ambazo zilikuwa hazipo zimerejea. Yani anajisikia sasa hizo nguvu zimnyweshe juu, zimbebe ili ajisikie uhuru.
So parents can create this emotional attachment, what we call secure attachment, when they are readily available to their children, when they are sensitive to their children's feelings.
Mtoto anaweza kupokea hii msingi wa ulinzi wa kihisia makati mzazi anampa mtoto wakati wa kuwa naye kila wakati, kila mara.
They do this when they respond quickly and reliably to the child's needs.
Hii wazazi huifanya au hutimiza wakiwa wanajibia na kutimiza matakwa ya watoto kwa muda mfupi.
Also when they play with the children, they are very jolly with the children.
Na ingine pia pitia wazazi kucheza na kushirikiana na watoto na kufurahi nao pamoja.
There's one sickness that has cropped in our time.
Kuna maradhi fulani ambayo imeingilia muda wetu.
WhatsApp.
Kuna
Facebook.
Mtandao, Facebook, WhatsApp.
You come from work, you reach home, a child runs, mommy, daddy, get away. I'm still on WhatsApp. Don't you know that I'm talking? You are cutting off the emotional attachment. The child feels rejected.
Makati mzazi au mlezi akirejea kazini, mtoto kumshangilia, karibu mama, karibu, nashukuru kuona, nafurahi kuona. Namwambia eti endeni huko.
Enda.
Hiyo unakata ile uhusiano ya kihisia ya mtoto na mzazi. Kwa nini? Kwa maana muda ambayo ungempatia mtoto ili uhusiano ya kihisia iwepo, unaipana kwa Facebook, WhatsApp. Mtoto anakosa huo mshikamano wa mzazi.
So in a family, children who have secure attachment have the following characteristics.
Kwenye familia, watoto ambao wako na hisia ya ulinzi wanaonesha alama zifuatazo.
When a caregiver is feeding them, they are very cooperative.
Makati mama mlinzi au mlinzi anawalisha chakula, wanaonesha uhusiano na mlezi.
And they can easily be comforted when they cry.
Na makati wanalia, huo mlezi anaweza kuwanyamazisha kwa sababu wanajisikia uhuru wakiwa naye.
You have sometimes seen when a mother is feeding a child is very violent, yet the mother is giving food, you know?
Mara nyingi mmewahi kuwaona watoto wazazi wao mama yake akiwa anampa chakula, ana kabisa na kuwa msumbufu sana, na kuwa mkatili sana.
That could be a sign of less attachment.
Hiyo pia ni mfano ambaye naonesha mshikamano mchache sana mdogo wa mzazi na mtoto.
So the second type of attachment is what we call avoidant attachment.
Ingine mfano ya mshikamano au uhusiano wa kihisia wa mzazi na mtoto ni ambayo wanaita ni mshikamano wa katazo.
It is where a child avoids or ignores the caregiver.
Ni nafasi ambapo namkuta mtoto hataki kabisa, amerekebisha mshikamano wake na mzazi au na mlezi.
How do parents create this?
Ni kwenye njia gani ambapo mzazi anajenga hii?
So the first thing is that we find a parent physically dislikes the child.
Hii ni kwa njia ya kwamba ukimkuta mzazi kwa matimizi anaonesha mfano ya kumkataa mtoto.
Or a child runs to you, mommy. The feeling you give to the child is a cold one.
Makati mtoto anakushangilia, lakini huo unampokea, unamuonesha eti yani hauna upendo wa kumpokea. Anakuja anakuonesha upendo ya juu, lakini unampokeza upendo ikiwa baridi.
So such a child will have with the avoidant attachment style will have the following characteristics.
Mtoto ambayo ana huo ukosefu wa uhusiano wa kihisia ana mfano ifuatayo.
One, the child is hostile.
Ya kwanza, mtoto anakuwa mkatili sana.
And is aggressive even to the parents.
Yani hata anaonesha kashirani kwenye wazazi.
Because they generally expect that they will be rejected.
Kwa sababu hata wao wenyewe watoto wanajihisi ya kwamba wana ile kukataliwa kwa wazazi.
Then the third style or type of attachment is called ambivalent attachment.
Aina nyingine ya msiano ya watoto
is called ambivalent. That means a child is responds both happily and sadly.
Hii ni mfano ya ambayo namkuta mtoto anaonesha mifano yote mbili, kukuwa mchangamfu kwenye mzazi na kutopokuwa mchangamfu kwenye mzazi, yote mbili ni mwenye asira na tena ni mwenye furaha.
Ndio.
Then the last one is called disorganized attachment.
Ingine ni aina ya mshikamano ambayo haina orodha.
This is developed where, for instance, a parent is aggressive to the children, and then you find a child comes with happiness, but at the same time, because of the reactions of the parent, becomes disorganized in whether to be happy with the parent or not to be happy.
Hii ni mfano makati mtoto anakuja kumpokea mzazi wake, anaonesha mfano wa furaha, wa kufurahika, anaonesha tabasamu. Lakini akesha kumbuka ya kwamba mama mara nyingine humuonesha ukatili, hiyo roho ya kumwogopa mama inamjia ndani, alafu inamsababisha kukataa kumuonesha upendo mama yake ambayo ni sahihi.
If you find a child who cannot control his or her emotions, that is the type.
Ukimkuta mtoto ambayo hawezi kuchunga hisia zake au uchungu wake, hiyo ndio mfano. Inamaanisha ya kwamba alipokea uhusiano ya kihisia ambayo ina mvurugo kutoka kwa mama.
So from all these 4 types of emotional attachments, we can realize that the other 3 are not good types of attachment. It is only the first one, which is secure attachment.
Kwa mfano hii ya uhusiano au mshikamano wa kihisia wa mzazi na mtoto, hii inatuonesha kwamba zile 3 kabisa si nzuri kwa mtoto, lakini ile ya kwanza, hisia ya ulinzi, ndiyo ni ya sahihi kwa maisha ya mtoto.
So the question is, if a child does not receive good emotional response or does not have secure attachment, what are the effects?
Ulizo ni hii: mtoto akiwa hapate uhusiano ya kihisia bora au nzuri kwa mzazi, nini ambayo mtoto huwa anakuwa mtu gani, anakuwa na tabia gani?
Okay, thank you very much, Bwana Isaac and Muhammad. Mwebale okutwara mukichweka eke bambageza ko batoleka kandi ebiki ebinyakuroho ebikuletereza obukwatani nenkoragana hali omuzaire n'omwana mu maka oko na mulingoki omwana n'omuzaire basobora kugira omuganjani n'obukwatani obwo anambere bambatoleka emiringo eyebyobwerinzi ngunororo omwana naija nakwatira nakwa nasikira mama we na tata naba natura omwana namulirira namuseke empali naseke esate so ntikakuba kitabaho kino omuganjani guno ntibiki ebisobora kuba nibirugamo nibyo ebayeta effects kandi akaire kano ntutangira omugambi onde Betty Charity nagenda kuba natoleka ntikakuba otatekaho omuganjani ogwo nenkoragana n'obunywani oburungi hagati y'omwana n'omuzaire biki ebisobora kuba nibirugiramo. Betty, you're welcome on the mic.
Thank you so much, Mr. Presenter. When a child has missed the secure emotional attachment, what is the effect on that child? 1, the child will have difficulties showing genuine love and affection to each other. For example, in marriage, that child will have difficulties. We have children who had lacked emotional attachment. They have difficulties in managing their marriages.
Okay.
Asante, presenter. Mtoto ambaye amekosa uhusiano bora ya mzazi ya kihisia onesha tabia zifuatazo. Mtoto huyu kwenye uchumba wake akisha kuwa mkubwa anakosa upendo. Yani hata kuwa anacheza na watoto wenziwe haoneshe upendo katikati ya watoto, kwa sababu alipata uhusiano ya kihisia kutoka kwa mama ambayo sio sahihi.
Secondly, a child who has not got a secure emotional attachment will always have low self-esteem. For example, in school, even if the teacher asks that child, stand up and tell us, give us an answer, that child will fail because that child did not get that attachment, did not get the confidence which give him or her that whenever an adult, any person asks her to tell something or talk about something, they can just get up and freely and then talk about it.
Mtoto ambayo amekosa mshikamano bora wa kihisia kutoka kwa mzazi, hata kuwe shuleni, mwalimu akimwamsha, akimpa swali, mtoto kosa kujibu, kwa sababu anajua ya kwamba alikomaa akijua ya kwamba, amelezwa akijua ya kwamba mzazi au mtu mkubwa akuamsha anakupa swali si sahihi kumjibu, anakuwa na hofu, anakuwa na woga kwenye roho kumjibu mzazi, anashindwa kujibu swali kwa sababu hakukomaa, hakulezwa, hakupata malezo ya uhusiano ya mzazi pamoja na mtoto. Yani hajisikii uhuru kamwe akiwa na mzazi.
For example, some of us parents, instead of most time giving our children confidence, like appreciating them, thank you, oh, you are very beautiful, you are a leader, you are this person who can do something well. Always we abuse our children by telling them you are useless, you are very stupid. So the child will not have the confidence, even if he or she has the knowledge to do something. But because you have already told that child that you are stupid and useless, even if he or she knows something, she will
have already discouraged him or her.
Yes.
Mara nyingi sisi wazazi huwa tunawaharibu watoto wetu. Pale pa kumpa kumbongeza mtoto kwa matendo mazuri ambayo amefanya, huwa tunawatukana watoto wetu. Mtoto mara nyingi unamwambia ana akili, mtoto ni mjinga. Yani hiyo malezo ambayo nampatia mtoto, hayo matusi ambayo nampatia mtoto pia hayamupe kujitambua yeye ni nani, hayampe nguvu maishani.
And then thirdly, a child who has not got a secure emotional attachment from the parents or caregivers always is friendly to a stranger. For example, when a visitor, any person who comes, the child wants to be friendly. That is why we are hearing cases of children being kidnapped. A similar incident recently posted on WhatsApp of this lady in Kasese who was trading her business on children, actually killing children and then selling their meat actually by the roadside. I believe we heard about that. So it is because we as parents, we did not create that attachment that you as a child, because you know that you cannot be friendly to any other person, you have to be friendly to your parents. But because that opportunity is not given to our children, they tend to befriend any stranger. That is why most time, some of us who are working class, we leave our children with maid, and the maid mistreat our children. Our children are being raped, continuously being raped by boarders, because we just give them to the boarders, and the boarders do whatever they feel like on our children. Okay.
Mara nyingi mtoto ambayo hakupata ile uhusiano ya kihisia ambayo na ulinzi, huwa anafanya urafiki na majambazi kwa sababu hakupata uhusiano bora ya kiulinzi kutoka kwa mama. Ndio kwa maana mara nyingi mgeni akija nyumbani, mtoto hutaka kufanya urafiki na mgeni, kuliko mzazi wake. Ndiyo kwa mara nyingi tunasikia kwenye radios wanatangaza wakisema eti watoto wameshatekwa. Mtoto ametekwa kwa sababu mtoto anajisikia uhuru kufanya urafiki na mtu ambaye hajue kuliko mzazi wake. Siku zilizopita tulipokea ujumbe kutoka Kasese. Mama mmoja alikuwa anafanya uchuruzi wa kuchuruza nyama za watoto. Hiyo ni kwa nini? Ni kwa sababu watoto tumewatupilia. Na kwa nini huo mama fanikiwa kuwapata watoto? Makati tunawatupilia watoto, hutafuta marafiki kando kuliko wazazi. Na makati mtoto anatafuta warafiki kando au rafiki kando, ndiyo kusababishwa sasa kutekwa. Mara nyingi tuwapatia watoto kwa wafanyakazi ya bodaboda. Mara nyingi hawa wafanyakazi wa bodaboda waharibu watoto. Kwa nini? Hatuwape muda, hatuwaoneshe usikamano au uhusiano ya upendo.
Children who do not get secure emotional attachment are always violent and then aggressive. And beside that, even if they have done something wrong, they don't feel the guilt. Simply because some of us parents, we leave our children to be babysitted by TVs. And in these TVs, their action, people are fighting, guns, and children pick that. And when they go to school, they want to demonstrate it on their fellow children. So simply because we did not show that secure emotional attachment to our children.
Okay, better as we wind up for the interest of time, because I know the impacts are many.
Okay, and then secondly, children who do not get an emotional attachment, they always ignore their parents, because they don't feel any bondage between you and them. So why should they support you? That is why we have children who have got an opportunity to work in big organizations, but their parents die miserably because
there's no help.
And then because of lack of emotional attachment, our children are always not open to us. Even if they are going through hell, we have children who are repeatedly being raped, but they cannot open up and then disclose to their parents because you did not create the emotional attachment. And then another one, children who have not gotten emotional attachment, they always have difficulties relating to each other. They are always isolated. They always have disguising behaviors. From home, they can behave humbly. But when you move outside, or as a parent, what you will receive that your child has done, it will be terrible. Simply because that child did not have emotional attachment.
Okay.
Others also go into prostitution because they feel you don't give them opportunity to hear, to attend to them. The only thing is to go and use their body to get whatever they can get. So thank you so much. I know there are many effects, but because of time, let me stop here. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Betty Charity. Asante sana rafiki kakule lingira omulizo muronge abakuru bambagezaho Betty kutoleka bike bisobora kurugamu omuli obu ogu omwana kakuba aba atahayirwa mugisa ogwa ne watagana omuzaire we nibiya banagezaho okurabamo natoleka mu rurimi rufutufuti orwo na muno ekyo kugamba nti abana anti nibamalira batagizire bumanzi no bakuba bagenzire mu masomero obakubayimucha kubakagamba ebikaguzo mu kilasi mwana na yetinira abokuba akaburwa obo kwatagani rondi engonzi ezo no muzaire ngo nekinde kikurugamo n'icyo kusanga abana bano ngo nibamalira batungire bizibu baferayo mamige balema kugamba usanga omwana anyigirizibwo kwatungire kizibu na kutina iwo muzaira bokuba atatunge mugisa ogwokuba munywani wawe akaira ako ikirizo dakika buno amuzindaro tuguhereze aboli nyakabwa kandi niwe akwatagana muno na muno n'ebintu bikwatagana n'abaana n'enkura yabo kandi n'obusanga ali misango nandiwa abakoti ng'omwana muzaire amutire omwana amanya mwimira obuyambi nibyataha nabwekyo akaire kano omutwe ngumukwataho nimanya ajja kuba nagusensebura kurunga aboli omusindaro gwawe
ati ebintu ebisasa nsangira abaana baina obuzibu koto n'okwikara amaka gaabo
atyo
kandi abazaire baina obuzibu bukoto n'okurorera abaana baabo n'okworora abaana baabo habwokuba ebi batamanyire bingi. So I'm going to mix English and
Runyakitara
because most of what has been said was said in English and Swahili.
Yeah.
But I want, for the interest of these people who are like me, or almost like me, who don't understand
Swahili, no
issues with Swahili, issues with Swahili, issues with English. So now I want to move that direction. So Omutubunu habwange mukuru. Emotional attachment. What is it? And where do they get it from? Parents, where do you get emotional attachment? Is it in one of the gardens? Is it in one of the markets? Where do we get
from sitting room with dear
WhatsApp or email? Is not there. Children get it from us. We get it from ourselves. So it is between the parent and the child. So emotional attachment habwange nikwanka obuzale engonzi obutagasi obuli hagati y'omwana n'omuzaire. That relationship
enkoragana egyo
between the child and the parent
kwesembereza
omwana orugendo omwanya oguli hagati yawe omuzaire n'omwana wawe nigwingana obuli obuhikire tasimire kubaho omwanya gwona hagati ya iwe omuzaire n'omwana wawe tasimire kubaho omwanya gwona tasimire kubaho eki ekikubaho kaniza. So tutekereza ngu musemerire kuba muri kumurunu tulina kurwasabu okurwasabu nibwo byakusobera. So this finger is just one, and we expect the parent and the child to be like this finger.
babekimu
busaba kusaramu n'obukisisira. You distort it completely. So that's the relationship we want.
Okay.
So abazaire na abona bayina abana tulina kurwana kurora ngu iwe n'omwana wawe timwino ikikubakaniza kyo mukwataine muti mukibumba bisambire kurungi omusenyi gwo busakwa kwakana
gucweka
bumba lini balikwataine
reka kwasere
nabweki abazaire ebintu bino obuzale bulungi obw'omwana n'omuzaire ejje kwataniza eki ekitoli tukihanka kwanza n'okubanza omuzaire kyolina kulwana nakyo kiri kugonza omwana waawe kumuha ekitiinisa. You respect your child, you will see what happens. The child will just cling to you. But you disrespect your child and see what happens. Omwana hokwika kumugoza tikugamba kumuninga. I'm not talking about
meme
tindikubaza meme kyoka nimbaza hakuhe omwana wawe ekitiinisa. Omwana mugonze muhe ekitiinisa. Spending quality time with your children or with your child, that alone will make wonders. Spending quality time. Omuzaire giraho akaire akokuba n'omwana wawe kandi okahura ngu yes. N'omwana akahura ngu taata aroho, mama aroho, nibafwaho nibamuhoza omwana ijja kwikwira haihi kyonka omwana walikuura akagamba omu bwomezi bwa taata na maama n'ekikaro tiinemu rundi nyinamu ekikaro kitiito omwana wigwa wefuumire naija ebyo kubiseerra handi turozira abaana nibayiruka mu maka habwokuba abazaire tibaba bari haihi so omuzaire rundi omuntu akurinda omwana oyina kwirira haihi n'omwana waawe oyina kutaho oburyo bwona oyina kutaho ebyokusikiriza byona kugira omwana ari haihi naye make all efforts to make sure that this child is drawing nearer to you. But if you don't, then you will see what will happen. Kakotageza kutaho oburyo kurora ngu omuzaire omwana wawe nakwira haihi as much as possible ohoire ono omwana niwakujja kuteera niwakujja kutema niwakujja kujuma niwakujja kukurabyamu amaiso habwokuba temwina buzaale. You don't have any relationship. You are simply fighting. But the moment you are connecting well with the child, then there will be that bonding. Ubuzaale nibwereta bwonka. So ekimu hapo tulina kukora kiri abazaire tulina kuwomeera obwomezi obuli role model. Omwana waawe najja kuba yukukuura hati bw'oraaba otamugonza otakora ki nawe nikwo akujja kuba ati bw'oraaba tofaaho binkwatiire kino omwana waawe nikwo akujja kuba ati abaana baawe tibakujja kukwirira haihi after all tobainiire bwire. Availability, you have to be available. Omwana harakwetaagira naasa kukuhikaho ekyaragira kukugamba naasa kukikugambira creating that environment of freeness. People feel free with you. When you are around, they are drawing near to you. Abazaire abandi okubamuka kikola abazaire abaliyo mu kikoli. Yo bw'oraaba omuka hasigati ojja kurora bati ng'omwana aragenda amapeera ng'omwana aragenda kwihuruza embuzi akarema kugaruka ng'omwana aragenda haizuba akarema kugaruka hauka kubaho kwawe nikubatiinisa. Omuzaale bw'omuzaire omukazi n'omusaija mother and father relationship kiina obuzaale bw'amaani habaana ako omwana bw'ararora timukukwatagana hati najja kukwatagana n'oho bw'arajya mwa maama taata n'abihira bw'arajya mwa taata maama n'abihira. So obuzaale obuli hagati y'abazaire bombi babiri bwina kikooto muno bonding of the children with their parents. Second ekyakandi kiri bantu inyo twege we must learn to appreciate the strengths and weaknesses of our children. When you appreciate woriroro kaikiriza kandi okagamba yes omwana wange aina amaani aina nochekebwe okabyetegeza kandi okamukonyera kurwana nabyo nundi kuterekera muri byo omwana najja kwesiga najja kuba mwana wawe nakugambira ukantwona nawe abazaire bibura. Then you will see violent children. No mgaba kimu na yaka. Bahole. Kimu na abazaire kumi. Abahole abamazireyo. Then ojja kusanga abaana these days tuna abaana bakutumisango baingiho. Juvenile delinquency. I tell you, the children are violent. Children are getting married very early because they missed that bonding. They are looking for it elsewhere. Umwana aragenda nagamba kusoboka hano afaraho barongera hano yongenzira ubura twirenda ubura akoze ati habo kuba tutabahebwire. We didn't answer their questions. We didn't respond appropriately. So these children ran away from us. Nibatwiruka nibagenda ubwo mukwano gwa buzire ese ngoze za buzire bagenda kwisera hano. Inappropriate behavior urumwana ingisa rugamba
abori no tamatema gwa kayire
eno ingisa rugika kitu kakagirora bwe they learn habukwati iwe olemere kumuba haihi akege byawe akege byanyu hati nojja kunagurukene ekigeso kindi because you didn't have time for this person. So inappropriate behavior, yeah, difficulties in self-management and managing relationships. Hati wire untu inobuzibu na amaka naswerwa hati nayanga na nyeki naswerwa hati nayanga na nyeki basiba nibarwana because there was no that bonding. So relationships cannot hold, cannot stay. So akaira kano
akaira katoye kakunyigiriza hari cyoma kagenzere. Okay. Bale buno aboli jakabwa akadi senior probation officer wa Tegegwa district webale okuba ano Galicia muto gwa kirokirna muno nyakitara orukwatagana n'enkoragana no bunywani hagati yo muzaire no mwana kandi nkoko wakyoleko mugaso bunyakirimo yiwonya kulyo kwa here cyobairo tamanyire nimanya hatu wakitonga ronde cyobaire otaketegerezaga kutekaho muno neriso wachetegereza akaire kano anateka studio lines anayo usobora mu budakika buno busigaire kutweteranizaho okagabana nayitwe nkoko kuroramu enkoragana hagati y'abazaire n'abana kandi nenkura eyo mwana akuraba omubunywani obo kuba buroho rundi kakuba butabayiroho oyinembero kuba norora ngo hana amaze magali omwana no muzaire taroho nkoragana 075 bina ana na mkaga bina ana na 2 na 0 musanje 80 nsanje na 2 ana na 8 obutumwa bugufu buteka 0 musanje ina rukaga nkaga na mkaga runana 10 iwanya kurabira YouTube channel ya Britop FM agenda you tap in Britop YouTube then share subscribe uteko butumwa bwawe nja kwa nimbusoma hano kandi inimburora hano kiria ready. Hello tata koronge Brian Chibale district kale okay Brian Chibale Brian and this one is appreciating for the program then Onagabile many of our homesteads lack this scenario. Let's work towards enforcing this. Karugaba Richard, but your message was incomplete. I don't know which scenario you are referring to. Panelists, you are all correct. In summary, good child development is a mix of balanced cognitive, social, and emotional attention with his or her surroundings. Many of our homesteads lack this. Yes, it was a continuation of the message from Karugaba Richard. Thank you. Hello. Tata. Oha. Yongera hiraka. Naikuliriza. Kale webale kusima. Okay, Nasima is appreciating for the presentation. Then, okay, so I am Robert Galilaya. Thanks for the program. Okay, okay. Let me pick a few callers. Hello. Tata. Ego professor.
Amesema genyewe ni mada kusima na programu yani wege na probation official with area fixed. Kuletereza kwa gambiri kiendo omtabanguko omaka mubana. Omuzaire kwa gamba obakubanaiza atakayikalira atandikira wira okuikoza omubana okumashumizira omwana hata omwana aho akuleterezebwa kukora kyo okumutina hati aho omuzaire kukoza kugajana kurungi omwana omwana turukate omwirembo nayiwagira akakanso akomwana akomuleetireyo hanyuma nakayo kati omwana akunywana hanyuma luko Bw'oraitaga alekeraho okuteera naija kumanya byona akaitaata obalungi mama ina akantu akakundeetera kati noba notunga omuganjano hali omwana ate nabwekyo abazaire twegege okuleeteraga abaana obuntu obwokubabirya byona bundi kwikaana okugamba nabo omwiraka erirungi omuhereza
Kale omuhereza professor for us is giving a scenario where the parent reports back home and shouts at the children instead of coming along with some gifts or presents so that he or she draws the children nearer to him or her. Last caller, hello. Tata. Nayikuliriza.
Nabangurikiza muramwambe n'ekintu kwenda kabo hati most especially ekintu ekikusinga kuleeta obutabanguko obumaka abaziire obusikizigana hagati y'omushaija n'omukazi abaziire abari omuka bakola ekintu kimwe kuleeta obutabanguko obumaka we okainoshana nk'omuziire ogwe for example nkanyenzira abaana then kunzire omukazi kumuziyamu nk'abarongo abamwe natandika kusoraho omwe ondiijo mureetera kanu ondiijo ntakamuhire ate ekyo kitabura obutabanguko ekikiri amasimu what we call phones. Phones is a real problem in the family. Is the first and fastest.
Okay. Kale. Amasimu kale unganyira amasimu maingi tinkwija kwongera kukwata yabwe ensonga ya kaire ono iyawe Uganda la YouTube saying thanks for the program munganyira amasimu tinkwija kukwata ikanya ubutumwa buno wama kakuba oyino omwana aheru okagenda kumutabara bakamukwima noba oyine omusango I am John Chiegebwa abole ni ojagaruka mu ekyo ningira kiri mu doketi yawo so ningira bwensonga ya kaire katukwate udakika busatu bunu atubwiheyo ntandikire kimokono abole omalire kandi oragire kimo munganyira amasimu tinkakwata orabeyo omalire response to amasimu then orage
ebintu bino bingi nabati kujja kugarukamu
yes
programs ezindi soba kubantu tujja kugarukamu program
okay
beto ikina nitekezo omuntu kujja kutabara omwana bakamukwima umutabara wawe
engwa muzaira aheru abaito omwana wa aheru acyataho
omwana wa aheru okiraga kitena omwana wa aheru beto iro omuntu kakubona ojja kumutabara niwe ojja kumutabara
omulingo gwogenziremu
omusuru wensi nambere ogendo yeranga niyo nazara omwana ogu omusaba
otwara nente y'abana
era ati abantu kikubatali banise noisana kabuno tugenda kuserembwa zokutunga ebisole ogende
wihayi
just kind of party and you go away but with the children it's different. There are processes
okay
kirayihire
next time
nobuzibu nkobo basa kujana barapikira nimba konyera iyo mwana w'umutabara
okay malira kema boli
abahuriza mwebali oiro topic eno birera ihire nitekeza bagazo wetu aba Alight. They are good people. They are like to sponsor this program again and then we'll start from there because we really moved very fast but mwebali kutuhuriza na bakagwise. Thank you for attending to us.
Okay bale muno abole babali kujja mu studios bana nagamba abana abazaire ni babakanga muno n'abana ni bayirukamuka ni bagenda kukora businge omuhereza mu kafene so bale muno abole I request the panelists for the interest of record purposes and the camera was facing this way as we wind up. Let's make the final remarks from this side as abole quits the seat. Thank you so much. Let's cross over one by one and we bid farewell to the listeners using this side. Okay. Ndugu rafiki kakule asante unafurahi saa wasikilizaji wapendwaji
wa Pretop FM na washukuru kwa kutupa muda wenyu kutusikiliza kwa tunda na mafundisho kuhusu mzazi bora, uhusiano bora wa kihisia katikati ya mzazi na mtoto. Nashukuru sana. Kwa muda mwingine saa kama hii, siku kama ya leo.
Asante rafiki yangu Muhammad, asante kwa kupenda Brito Farmer Cheres cha watu. Madam Gore.
Thank you so much,
Betty,
our
yes.
dear listeners, for your time. I would like to appreciate the management of Brito for giving us this opportunity. I would like to appreciate our senior probation officer for being part of us. As Alight, we have started the radio talk show, but it is not the end.
Wow.
For us to have a responsible children, we need to create that bondage. So I leave everyone with a responsibility. Do your role to make sure that we have responsible citizens, and then we have a peaceful country. Because if we don't have that bondage, that is why we have a lot of criminals in the community.
Okay,
thank you so much.
Okay, thanks so much, Damo Betty Charity, for coming to Brito FM, and thank you for the full package that you have delivered. Bwana Isaac.
Yes, please. My last words, I'm very grateful for this airtime which we have been given, and I'm grateful to you listeners. Without the responses, we do not know that we have made points.
Please.
We are very happy. Thanks to our beloved radio and the management.
Please.
We shall be back at a later time. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bwana Isaac. Thank you so much, Awoli Nyakabo Augustine. Thank you, Rafiki Kakule, and thank you, Chani Betty, for coming to Brito FM Church Abantu. Omerizo Murongi, Eginyo team Umbairi Endinayo, Kairize Akahate, Iwa atasobaira kuba no hondere ntekaniza enu, osobora kugenda YouTube channel ya radio enu, anogisanga yona kokwebaire, osobole kuba ano yongera kando hulirize, osobole kuba ano yegabwa. Brito FM Chero Chabantu, chairman Aterwa Karoro Mugorobe.